In much of the world, electricity is a given, but for millions, life unfolds without it. In remote jungles, mountains, and islands, people live by the rhythms of nature, powered by sun, moon, and human hands. My journeys have shown me that these communities are not relics of the past. They are vibrant, resilient, and deeply connected to the land. Here, life is quieter and slower, but rich in tradition and community. Understanding their world isn't just about difference, it's about rediscovering a shared human story. This journey is an invitation to step away from our screens, to listen, and to learn from those who thrive by candlelight. We'll explore their challenges, their joys, and the strength of their communities. Even without the power we depend on, the human spirit shines, fueled by tradition, family, and an unbreakable will to thrive. My travels have taken me far from the beaten path, to places where the world feels untouched by the rush of modern life. These journeys have led me into landscapes where silence is broken only by the wind, and where the stars shine brighter than city lights ever could. I've wandered into villages where life continues much as it has for generations, where the rhythm of the day is set by the sun and the seasons, not by clocks or screens. In the heart of the Amazon, the Yanomami live in harmony with the forest, drawing everything they need from the land. Their knowledge of the jungle is profound, passed down through stories and daily practice, ensuring their survival in a world that seems both ancient and alive. In the Himalayas, families endure brutal winters in stone huts, their evenings lit by butter lamps and warmed by stories shared around the fire. Here, resilience is a way of life, and every generation learns to adapt to the mountain's challenges. On remote Pacific islands, villagers are master navigators, reading the ocean's moods and living by the tides. They share every fresh catch, and their sense of community is as deep as the sea that surrounds them. In these places, community is survival. Everyone plays a role, and support is woven into daily life. Whether tending fields or building homes, people rely on each other in ways that are both practical and deeply meaningful. From Maasai warriors in Africa to mountain dwellers in Asia, these ways of life persist, shaped by tradition and necessity. Their customs and dress tell stories of identity and belonging, passed down through countless generations. Each community has its own ingenious methods for thriving without electricity: handmade tools, open-fire cooking, and clever ways to farm and irrigate. Their resourcefulness is a testament to human creativity and adaptability. These are not relics of the past. They are living, breathing examples of human adaptability. Children learn from elders, and traditions are kept alive through daily practice and joyful celebration. Their existence reminds us that there's more than one way to live a full, meaningful life. Happiness here is measured in shared meals, laughter, and the bonds of family and community. Technology is a tool, not the only measure of progress or happiness. In these unplugged worlds, we find a different kind of richness, one rooted in connection, tradition, and the enduring spirit of humanity. In these communities, the sun is the clock. Days begin with dawn, not alarms. Water collection is a social ritual, and cooking is a slow, communal process. Fire is the heart of the home. Work is physical and purposeful. Farming, herding, weaving, and building are daily acts of survival. Children learn by doing, gaining skills that connect them to their environment. As the sun sets, life slows. Families gather by firelight, sharing stories and songs. There are no screens, just connection, conversation, and presence. Darkness brings peace and intimacy, not isolation. Without constant distractions, relationships deepen. The day's rhythm is dictated by nature, not by machines. In this world, work and life are inseparable. The result is a community that is both resilient and deeply connected. Life without electricity is tough, especially when night falls. A single candle or kerosene lamp barely lights a room, making chores and studying difficult and dangerous. Without refrigeration, food spoils quickly, and medicines can't be stored safely. Medical emergencies at night become races against darkness and distance. Isolation is real. News travels slowly, and help is often far away. Kerosene lamps are costly, polluting, and hazardous, especially in flammable homes. The alternatives, candles, open flames, offer little light and much risk. The struggle for light is daily and relentless. These challenges are met with resilience, but they are a heavy burden. The gap between this world and the modern one is felt most acutely after sunset. Despite hardship, there's profound joy in a life lived simply. Family and community bonds are strong. Survival depends on cooperation and trust. Evenings are spent together, talking, laughing, and sharing, not lost in screens. Nature is not just a backdrop. It's a teacher, a provider, and a source of belonging. Life moves at a human pace, allowing time to savor small moments. Fresh fruit, morning sun, the sound of rain. The world is quieter, and the spirit is richer for it. Resourcefulness is a necessity. People invent, repair, and create with what they have. Homes, tools, and art are crafted from the land itself. This ingenuity brings pride and independence. People are creators, not just consumers. In simplicity, there is dignity and joy. These are lessons worth remembering. To truly understand, we must listen to those who live this life. Their stories, their hopes, and their struggles are the heartbeat of these remote places. When we listen, we begin to see the world through their eyes, and the meaning of progress takes on new depth. An elder in Papua New Guinea told me, "The forest talks to me. Your world is loud. I cannot hear the forest there." For him, the forest is not just a place, but a living companion, a source of wisdom and comfort. The silence of the trees, the songs of the birds, these are his guides. He fears that the noise of modern life would drown out the voices of the land he loves. In Africa, a mother grinding millet said, "I want electricity for my children, to read at night, to see the world beyond our village. For me, it's too late. For them, light would be a gift." Her hands are worn from years of work, but her dreams are bright for the next generation. She imagines her children learning, growing, and reaching beyond the boundaries she has known. A young man in the Amazon, after a year in the city, returned home. "The city is lonely. Here, everyone is my family. My life has more meaning under the sun and stars than under electric lights." He found that the city's bright lights could not replace the warmth of his community, the laughter shared around a fire, or the sense of belonging that comes from living close to the land. These voices reveal a complex truth. Life without electricity is both hard and beautiful. There is a rhythm to the days, a closeness to nature, and a reliance on each other that shapes every moment. There is deep community and connection to nature, but also hardship and limited opportunity. The daily tasks are demanding, and the future can feel uncertain. Yet there is pride in what they have built together, and a sense of identity rooted in the land. An old woman in the Andes said, "We have a peaceful life, but it is a hard peace. We would not want to lose our traditions, but a little light for our grandchildren. That would be a blessing." She holds her grandchild close, hoping for a future where tradition and progress can exist side by side, where the next generation can thrive without losing their roots. Not everyone wants change, but many dream of a better future for their children. Some fear what might be lost, while others see hope in what could be gained. The horizon is filled with both uncertainty and possibility. Progress means different things to different people. For some, it is a new well or a school. For others, it is the preservation of language, song, and story. Each voice adds a new layer to the meaning of development. The desire for light is often a desire for opportunity, not for abandoning tradition. It is a wish for children to learn, for families to gather safely after dark, for communities to shape their own destinies while honoring their past. These stories remind us there is no single answer. Every community faces its own challenges, and every family weighs the costs and benefits in their own way. Each community must choose its own path. The journey is theirs to make, shaped by their dreams, their needs, and their wisdom. Their voices deserve to be heard. In their words, we find lessons about resilience, hope, and the many ways to build a meaningful life. Should electricity reach every remote community? The answer isn't simple. For many, it's a path to better health, education, and opportunity, a basic right. But electricity can also disrupt traditions, create inequality, and harm the environment. Large projects may destroy ecosystems and divide communities. Small-scale solar power offers hope, clean light for schools and clinics, phone charging for emergencies, all without erasing culture. The best solutions come from listening, letting communities decide what they want and need. Maybe they want power only in schools or clinics or to manage their own solar grids. Empowerment, not imposition, is key. The goal: provide options, respect choices, and support their vision of a better life. Progress should be defined by the people it affects. Exploring life without electricity is more than an adventure. It's a mirror for our own lives, reflecting what we often take for granted. In these places, the rhythm of the day is set by the sun, and the night brings a quiet that many of us have never truly experienced. The simple act of flipping a switch is a luxury many can only dream of. For millions, light after sunset means candles or lanterns, and every watt of power is precious. It's a daily reminder of how much we rely on things we barely notice. Their reality should inspire gratitude for our comforts and build empathy for others. It's a call to appreciate the warmth of a well-lit room, the ease of a hot meal, and the security that comes with modern conveniences. When we listen to their stories, we see strength, wisdom, and connection often missing in our own world. These communities thrive on togetherness, passing down traditions and knowledge through generations. They are not statistics. They are people with hopes and dreams like ours. Their laughter, struggles, and aspirations echo the universal human experience, reminding us that we are all connected. Their lives challenge our consumer culture, reminding us of the value of simplicity and community. In their world, sharing and cooperation are not just ideals, but necessities for survival and happiness. This isn't about going backward, but about moving forward with wisdom and compassion. We can learn to balance progress with respect for the earth and each other. Technology is a tool, not the only thing that matters. When used thoughtfully, it can empower communities, but it should never replace the bonds that hold people together. True prosperity is built on dignity, community, and a healthy planet. These are the foundations of a life well lived, no matter where you are. By learning from those who live differently, we can create a future that blends innovation with ancient wisdom, building bridges between worlds for a more balanced and compassionate tomorrow. As our journey ends, let's carry forward a deep appreciation for human resilience. Life can flourish in the harshest places, and happiness is found in simplicity. The families we've met live with dignity and grace, keepers of ancient knowledge. Let this journey inspire gratitude for our privileges and awareness of others' realities. Appreciation is just the start. Action matters. Support organizations bringing clean, sustainable energy to remote communities. They empower people, train locals, and fit solutions to real needs. Even small support can bring light to a child or power to a clinic. We are one global community. Let's lift each other up and ensure everyone has a chance to thrive. Celebrate the strength of those who live with less, learn from their wisdom, and help light up their world on their terms.